Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode we are going to be talking about this Bitcoin wedge that Bitcoin has been in for quite a while that is bound to break out of by 2021 and the Bitcoin roadmap to $1 million. So, if you are interested in finding out more about that, stay tuned. Alright guys, now I was sitting in the cafe the other day with my friend and saw this, it was in the Bangkok Post, but the New York Times or Wall Street Journal took out a page in the Bangkok Post and they had this in there, the price of Bitcoin. Now I just took the edge of the menu, drew some lines, and it was like, hell, that's a wedge. And you know what happens when we have wedges in terms of any type of market? Things break out to the up or the down, the top or the bottom. Well, which side do I think it's going to break out to? Most likely not the bottom side. You see, here in Bloomberg, they just published their crypto outlook in January, and they say the fact that a store of value asset with a fixed supply and increasing adoption is more likely to appreciate in price will keep Bitcoin supported in 2020. So they're saying because it has a fixed supply and increasing adoption, the price is going to stay up or go higher by, guess what, 2020? This ends in 2021. Now, if we take a look at it here on TradingView, we have a bit more of the wicks here, so it looks like it ends a little bit further back in 2021. The other one looked like January, this looks like May. But even so, guess what? The wedge is coming to a close, ending soon, and when that happens, Bitcoin is going to break out. Now, let's take a look at where Bitcoin is breaking out and the roadmap to do it. I've been talking about this a lot recently, how with the MACD we have it turning upwards on the weekly scale. Also, we're right at the crux of a downtrend and an uptrend, likely to break out either way, just above the 20 weekly moving average right now. And where could we possibly go? Well, we are all set for another Bitcoin halvening happening. And this Bitcoin halvening, generally, we don't reach the previous all-time high by the time of the halvening, as you can see here and also here, but generally 3 to 9 months after the halvening, we see the all-time high reached, and then new all-time highs. So that's what we have to look forward to. As a matter of fact, this is the year of the dickening. That's right, the time when John McAfee eats his dick. But what's this? McAfee says, eat my dick in 12 months, a ruse to onboard new users. It worked. Bitcoin was first as an ancient technology. All know it. Newer blockchains have more privacy, smart contracts, distributed apps, and more. Bitcoin is our future, question mark. Was the Model T the future of the automobile? So, McAfee backing out of eat his own dick in 12 months after he made the $1 million prediction. First he made $500,000 and $1 million, then $2 million prediction. Then I interviewed him and he said, no, I never made that prediction. Now he's backing out of that. So he doesn't think Bitcoin is going to get to $1 million by 2021. But that's not it. Also, the Bitcoin Time Traveler has updated their prediction. Their original prediction from 6 years ago, they were talking about, and they were pretty damn accurate, $1,000 in 2015, $10,000 in 2017, $100,000 in 2019, that blew up, but they updated it and said, gee, well, this blew up. Bitcoin should not be treated as an investment. It should be recognized as speculative, negative sum game. The Bitcoin system currently consumes an estimated $3.6 billion worth of electricity on an annualized basis. Just to update the ledger that contains the records of everyone's transactions. As a Bitcoin investor, you're paying for Chinese businesses to waste electricity by solving an abstract math problem that's designed to get continuously more difficult. The Bitcoin developers responsible for updating the protocol appear to have no genuine intention to introduce code changes that reduce the ecological damage caused by Bitcoin mining. So, that said, I hope this story has entertained you and helped you recognize some of the problems our society would face if we ever witnessed widespread adoption of Bitcoin or similar digital currencies. So, two of the biggest predictions for Bitcoin in 2019-2020 have both fallen away. So what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, I'll tell you what I think. So first off, I mean, Bloomberg does have it right. We do have a asset, a fixed supply, increasing adoption, or at least, not particularly waning off too fast adoption. But if Bloomberg says the price is going to go up, is that a bad thing? Because generally, when CNBC says price is going up, price is going down. Now, me personally, the one thing that concerns me here is that this is the first halvening when we have Bitcoin futures, so people can finally bet against Bitcoin. So, is the price of Bitcoin never going to reach anything higher? That's possible. Me, I don't think so. I think it will continue to grow. Because guess what? It still is limited supply. People still can't own a whole Bitcoin. And really all it's going to take in order for people to get into a maddening frenzy for it again is for the price to go above $20,000. And all those people that sold since $20,000 will be like, oh my God, why did I sell? I could have so much more money. So my personal thoughts on things, because it seems like the price goes up an order of magnitude at a time. Not an order of magnitude per halving, but, thereabouts. So I would say, you know what? After this halving, we could potentially see $100,000 Bitcoin. I have no backing as to say why. That's just a random prediction. But, it's certainly possible because on a logarithmic scale, guess what? $100,000 is just right here. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll draw a little circle on there so you can see it. It's just right here. There, we'll draw a bigger circle. But look at that. That's really not that far off from where we're heading on a logarithmic scale. It's actually exactly straight. We're headed for that. And guess what comes after that? $1 million. Now again, these are just random price predictions. It could all go to zero. But this is my thoughts on where Bitcoin's going. I know that McAfee backed out. He doesn't want to eat his own dick. And the time traveler backed out too. But I think we could be headed there. I'm optimistic. The halving's coming up about 6 months after the halving, about January, when it looked like these were coming together on this. That's when Bitcoin is likely to reach previous all-time highs, and at which time would break out of this current previous trend. So, thank you guys for watching it. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you check out the Monarch wallet, and I will catch you in the next episode.